With all the talk this week in Chicago about Ohio State, Michigan, even Wisconsin, we can't look past the fact that the defending champ in the Big Ten is Penn State. And what a job James Franklin did last year, going 11-3, the first 11-win season for the Nittany Lions since 2009. This year, they'll have the Big Ten's premier back in Saquon Barkley, who's demonstrated on social media throughout the summer immense strength in the weight room that will surely carry over to the football field, make him a hard guy to stop. And despite the season-ending loss to USC, James Franklin brings tremendous momentum into his fourth season in State College.
There's a buzz and excitement, from the people that I've talked to that have been around for a long time that, I haven't seen in a while. I think the expectations are always pretty big at Penn State. And the more days that we win, in the off season and in camp and in those days leading up to the games will take care of themselves. I would love to talk about Akron and Akron and Akron and Akron and Akron and Akron and Akron. Friday is for high school football. Saturday is for college, and Sundays for the NFL.
And here to talk more about Penn State is sports director, WHP-TV, Joel D. Smith. Great to have you with us, Joel. And what a year it was last season. Now you try to repeat that effort. How do they repeat that success and perhaps even take it a step further and contend for a spot in the playoff?
Well, let me show you one thing, first of all, how excited the fans are around here. They had a poster release party, and literally hundreds of fans came out just to get a poster. And they're being interactive this year. They want the fans to feel like they're part of the deal. So this was the poster they gave out. The excitement level is really unimaginable. So they really think they can do this again. They bring back a lot of the big name pieces, and then they want to fill in a little bit more and build on what they've done. I think for James Franklin, we talked to him in this offseason once. Building to this point was his big thing. Can we convince everybody that we can do this? Now that they've gotten so far before, doing it again, of course, is a challenge, but you don't have to convince the players anymore that this can happen because it already did one time.
We know Saquon Barkley. We know Trace McSorley. Who do you think is going to emerge, though, Joel D., as that third name offensively? Who can help carry that offensive load?
Well, he did it some last year. I think you'll see more this year. Mike Gesicki, he is the tight end, 6'6" monster that can just go up in a crowd, bring the thing down, and then almost like Gronkowski, if you want to think of a comparison. He came back this year, really didn't have to, had some of those measurables that the NFL loves, and so he probably could have been drafted, certainly in the first few rounds. He'll be a top, probably first or second round guy if he has the year this year he wants. So the offense for Penn State is a lot of times if you see a matchup you like, you throw the ball up and you trust your athletes to go get it. When you're 6'6" and you can jump and push people around, that's the kind of guy they're really going to focus on. So Gesicki had some moments last year, certainly some highlights, and really overcame a lot from his first couple of years where he wasn't that impressive. So I'm looking for big things from him this year if they ever don't just give the ball to Saquon Barkley every other down.
On the other side of the football, defensively, we all know there are so many talented offenses, so many great quarterbacks as well in the Big Ten. Where do you think the pass rush is going to come from, and how will this defense be able to stop people this year?
Stopping people, a big problem if you consider the last game we all saw them play was the Rose Bowl, right? I mean, Sam Darnold, of course, is great, but when you're giving up lots of points in bunches, it makes you wonder about that defense. The Big Ten offense is pretty good as well, especially in the East, like you said. So Jason Kabinda has to have a great year from the linebacker position. He should. He's healthy. He's coming back. He's aggressive. He's a great team leader. Marcus Allen, if they get past that first level, will do his damage for a safety position. But that is the big question mark. The offense is proven. The big names are back. But can defense do enough so the offense can really carry the way? So that you're right. That is really what everybody's looking at right now.
All right, the excitement in Penn State after a great year last year, building on that momentum. Joel D., thanks for the insight. Appreciate the time.
You got it, guys.